Hey, this is a review of Salvation's Reach. God dang it, Dropbox. Yeah, this is a review of Salvation's Reach by Dan Abnett. Um, so, first of all, for those of you who don't know, this is a Warhammer 40,000 book set in the Warhammer 40,000 universe. Yeah, this is a part of the Gaunt's Ghosts novel series. I don't know if Dan Abnett writes that entire thing or if he's just like one of the co-authors. I don't know. Anyways, yeah. The only other thing I've read by Dan Abnett has been Horus Rising in the Horus Heresy series, also set in the Warhammer 40,000 universe. And that was a really good book too. Better than this one, but good. Yeah. So first of all, this book kind of just throws you right into like the whole. You meet a lot of characters like really quickly. We're introduced to like seriously like over 10 people within the first third of the book. It's a lot of people. No. Anyways, we're introduced to a lot of characters within the first like third of the book. And strangely enough, we don't meet Gaunt, the protagonist of the series, for a while, which I found a little strange, but I don't know. Yeah. I don't know if the characters are like continuous. There's one character, Dar, excuse me, Dar, and Elodie. I like their dynamic a lot. They're interesting. But I don't know if like I don't know if they were in the previous books in the series. I should also mention this is my first Gaunt's Ghosts book, but it is not the first in the series. I don't care. No. Anyways, if that keeps interrupting the video, I'm sorry. Anyway, so yeah. One thing that I really liked about this book is it really highlights like how difficult warp travel and just travel in general really is in the Warhammer 40,000 universe. Because seriously, the entire first 2/3 of this book are just them going from one place to another. Yeah, and that was also kind of one of my complaints with the book. Dan Abnett, I've noticed, has this kind of slow writing style, which isn't a bad thing. It's just there really wasn't too much happening in the first 2/3, other than like character drama, which was good. We got introduced to a lot of neat characters, some of which die in the last third. I'm just not gonna click that. Yeah. Interesting characters. One that I really liked, and again, I don't know if he was just thrown in this book or if he's like a recurring character, but Mabon Edogar, I think that's how you say that. I don't know. He was a really interesting character. Basically, a chaos prisoner. He was a traitor, but then he defected back to the Imperium, and they arrested him. And now he's like helping them out. He was a really interesting character. He talks with Gaunt some in like the very end of the book. That was pretty entertaining. He was definitely one of my favorite characters. Other characters I liked. I really liked Gaunt and Felix Chass's sort of relationship. It was just really complex. Interesting. I also liked Mert. Um, yeah, the conversation that he has with Saraf, the White Scar. Um, I, it, I just kind of got really invested with his character. Some of the other minor characters, like again, there's a lot in this book. Um, I wasn't so crazy about. Like I said, Dara and Elodie, I cared a lot about them. Um, yeah, and again, this is it's just sort of it ramps up in its excitement as the book goes along. Um, again, like I said, starts out really slow, but by the end of the book, there's just a lot of stuff happening and a lot of like not just action, but like character moments too, which I found really neat. I noticed Dan Abnett. He's not just good at writing action; he's also good at writing like interesting and complex characters too. Yeah, I enjoyed this book. I'd say um, like a 4 out of 5 maybe. Had some slow moments definitely, and again, there's a lot of characters to keep up with, but it's worth it for the ending.